diamond. And that was just so huge for me. You know, I was making like, my diamond paycheck was like crazy high. And every time I get my paycheck, I call my parents like so excited, and I would like tell them what it was. And my dad was like, Courtney, you know, you're not doing that alone, right? And I was like, well, yeah, like obviously like I have a team. And he was like, no, he was like, that is God. Like literally God is like, that is not like the things that we are allowed to do with this business, you guys, is not normal. And it is literally like God's hands are all over it. And that alone, I think, is just so freaking special. And I'm not kidding, from day one of this business, you guys, I don't fall asleep at night until I've literally, like, I talk to God every single day about this business and my team. And I prayed every single leader that I have into my business. And it's so crazy, like every single time that like I feel like I'm just like almost feeling like anxiety about my business, or I'm not feeling like I'm in a good position, I know that's like literally like the devil creeping in. And that's when I just know I really need to stay connected to God and like just talk to him about this. And it's so wild. Like every single time I feel like I've been going through that, he brings someone in my path that like I needed. And I think of like Shay and Carly during the time y'all joined, you know, it was so crazy. It was like one of those times where I feel like I was just kind of like in a weird funky spot, and like then y'all came, and it's so crazy how every single leader I feel like that has just like taken off and has just really caught the vision are people that I've truly prayed into this business. And so if you're not talking to God, you guys, every single day about your business, start doing it, and you're going to just start seeing him show up. And anytime you feel anxiety about your business, or you feel like you're not happy with where you are, that's because you're not relying on him. You're relying on yourself, and you feel alone in that. And the best feeling is when you don't feel alone and you can just like feel his presence. And like anytime I ever feel alone, it's because I'm not spending enough time with him. So I just want to start by saying that I hope that each and every single one of you guys know that you are where you are because of him, and he's brought you into this business for a reason. And that if you're not where you want to be yet, celebrate where you are and be so proud of that. But like also be so real with yourself and like evaluate where you are and figure out why you haven't grown from where you are. So if you feel like you're stuck, or you feel like, you know, you're just not in, like you just have been saying forever you wanted to do this, and you wanted to do this, and it hasn't happened yet. Why is that? Like be real with yourself with why that is, and just figure out what you have to do to want it so bad, to just get that pit in your stomach again. That's just going to make you want to go and get it. And I like to think of it as like, you know, if you literally cannot afford to put food on your table, you're going to go out and do whatever. I don't care if I have to go out, and I don't care what I have to do. Like I will go wash dishes if I have to, like feed my family. Like you're going to do whatever you have to do. So want this business so bad for your family and the things that you want, that will just make you go out and do the things to just get over yourself and just go and do it. So anyways, that was kind of like super off topic, but basically what I'm saying is
I love that, because like I found this business because I was praying. And so like if I was praying and found the business, why would I join the business and then stop like praying over it? Like keep praying, you know, and just like every single night, like I pray for like my business and my team, but then like for my future team, you know, for like the right people to come to me, but even like distributors and customers, like the right people who want to use the products to get, you know, the results. And like you know, that's one thing that I've always done. And it's like I go to sleep like feeling good, even if I've been like stressed or anxious. It's just like talking to him, it's like give me calmness and peace, and like just bless everything. And I love that you said that.
Yeah, it's the best feeling. And like a couple years ago, it was like 2 years ago, it was like November or December, and my paycheck had dropped like the lowest that it had. And it was like in a very weird time where like a lot of people were leaving the company and stuff. And so like in those times, like I never like ever thought about like, oh, leaving the company. Like I never questioned that whatsoever. But like the devil literally tries to get in and make you do that during those times, because you're like, oh my God, my paycheck dropped. Like all these people are leaving. Like, why are they doing that? And literally the only piece that I had during that time when I was like, wow, like, you know, what's going to go up? Like, when is it going to go up? The piece I had was literally just being like, God, I know that you put me here for a reason, and I'm going to just embrace that and like just try to understand and just go through this time with you, and just trust that you're going to take me out of it and go stronger than ever. And you guys are not even kidding. It was like that November and December, I was feeling very like, just kind of, I would literally let that attack my business and like keep me from that. So anyways, that's just so crazy. So I think, you know, for one, you just have to be like, know where you are right now, like, but like know where you're going, and know like why you want it so bad, like to the freaking core, and be honest with yourself. If you're not doing the things that you should be doing, that you know you can be doing, call yourself out and just go and do the things and make it about other people, you guys. And that is something that as you continue to grow as a leader, you have to do, because it is very easy that if you want to be comfortable, you can. You know, that's why it's just so important to continue to want more. But if you don't continue to want more for your team and for your leaders, then it's going to be so easy for you to just settle and like sit back and just like try to enjoy the ride. What's going to keep you growing in this business and just continue to move along is continuing to just see the vision for other people and truly just want it for your team just as much as you want it for yourself. So make it about other people. Yes, it's going to do amazing things for you, but when it's really, when the most exciting part in time of your business is when you're going to watch it do things for your team and your leaders. Just like Carly, for example, like literally seeing her life transform through this business has been like the craziest thing in the world to me. And it's like, I have not had all that happen, but just like seeing that happen and like the timing that this business came into her life was just so crazy to me. And like, it's just so wild, like when you just put that focus on other people and just focus on helping them grow, in return, it's going to help you. So just know that like you know, it's going to help you, but like make it about other people and like embrace like the people that you have now, but like don't like stay stuck on people that just aren't having it. So be willing to continue to just go out there and find those new excited people. And that's just going to like help you guys so much in your business. But yeah. What other question? Did I even cover the topic? I'm so bad about like going everywhere.
And then, you know, next, because, and this is something that I kind of like, I talked to you about this, like recently I had to like reinvent my dreams or like reinvent them, but like even start dreaming bigger, because we all join for like selfish reasons. And like, I want to say like some materialistic things. Like it's, well, I want to be able to like go and get the clothes and go, you know, and like go and do the things. And obviously like to make money for ourselves. And it's like, you know, I did all of those things.
Yeah.
So like, okay, well now what? And like, I had to go to you and literally be like, now what? Like, I have the car. Like, I have it. Like, what am I working towards? And so like, just talk about like reinventing your dream, but, and basically like, I mean, you just said it, like show you like your team, like you dream, you know, like.
Yeah. You have to really set the pace for them. Like for one, just like getting new people excites me still. So like if I have someone and they come to me and I just truly know like they need this opportunity, like this is one of those people that I know God brought into my life and like they are meant to be in this business right now and they truly need this. It for one just makes me automatically want this more for them, and it helps me want to work with them and continue to like, that helps. So like obviously making about your team, but you do like as you continue to go, like every single one of us, like the reason we joined, if we've already hit that, like if you just stop right there, then you're going to be stuck. And maybe you're sitting out there right now and you're like, I am stuck. Like I haven't moved because I'm comfortable. Like I'm paying my bills. Like that's why I joined this business. But like, why? That's the real freaking question is why? Why be comfortable when there's no freaking limit? Like to have that freedom in itself is everything. Like you cannot go out there and like find that easily ever. Like that's why people are so like skeptical about what we do and like they just don't understand. It's because they're like, that makes no sense, because like that doesn't happen, you know. And that's the thing with this is that there's no limit, you guys. So why limit yourself? Like you are worthy. Like you can have the things you want and more, and you deserve that. But you just have to truly believe that within yourself. And if you don't believe that, then your limiting belief, like that's just gonna hold you back. It's gonna like just like keep a halt in your business until you figure out what it is that's just gonna keep you going. And as you grow, I mean, you're just going to have to continue to like want more and just know that like it's okay to do that. Like I think growing up sometimes, if you're like me, like growing up, I wasn't always told, like the majority of us weren't told like, oh, you dream big, like you can have all these crazy things. Like these things are actually like can be your reality. You know, that's not how the normal world works. But that's not what we have our hands on. What we have our hands on is telling us that we actually can have that. And so there's been several times in my business where I have kind of been in like a stuck position, and the time, I'm not even kidding, like it's just like that one time where I figure out that next thing that I want so freaking bad, that's when like that's when growth happens. And it was crazy, like just like our wedding, that was one thing that like I was like, I'm gonna have to pay for this. Like we're paying for this by ourselves. Like you know, like neither of our parents paid for our wedding. Like that was literally us. And so that was something like just adding that up alone was just like getting me so pumped up and like excited because I had something like big that I really wanted to work towards. Now it happened. So it's like, now what, right? So now you just have to continue to keep going. So what is that next thing that you just want so freaking bad? And so now Brandon and I like, and just have those conversations with people, you guys, just like speak it out and like talk about it with like people, because that's going to just get you so excited. It's going to make you want it even more. But like Brandon and I now, we're looking at land to buy and to build a house. And it's like, that's the next thing that I'm just going to work so hard towards. And I want to pay it off in cash. So it's like, you have to continue to just like want those things and truly just like know that they can happen for you. And until you find that, like you will be stuck if you don't continue to just do that. So I think just knowing within itself that we can have that is just everything, but you have to believe that like yourself, because I feel like we do put that kind of like limit on ourselves that like, oh, we're not worthy, or we don't deserve that, or we didn't grow up with these things. Like, why should we have it now? Like, those are beliefs that like we grew up with, or a lot of us grew up with. And it's like, if you have that forever, it's going to hold you back. But as soon as you get past that, like the growth that can happen, like what's going to come from that is just everything.
Yeah, I love that. So much. So also working together as a unit, you know, like, because for me, and it goes into what you said about like, and not focusing on like you, like, because I mean, I was able to go diamond in 4 months, and like, you know, like I didn't really have a working team. Like my emerald didn't work. My ruby, went ruby like 3 times before I went freaking diamond. And then I like lost rank and had to like do it all over again. And so it's like, then I was so focused on like me and like where I was going. And it was like, to go double and like to even go triple, I had to stop and focus on like, okay, well, I'm wanting to go here, but like where are they wanting to go? And like, I know that that's really, and like this whole year has been like such just like a growth year and like humbling, like eye opener year, because like going from like triple to prez, like it's not like, I'm not going to go prez on like focused on me. Like I have to be focused on like where, you know, they want to go and like what their goals and dreams are. And so, and then obviously that gets me there, but just like, you know, why it's so important to work together and be a unit and like really implement like the layered leadership so that you're all like going in the right direction.
Yeah, and it's like hard because you don't realize that when you're going towards like ruby, like emerald, like you could make that happen by yourself. But as you continue to grow, like you have to do it as a team. But I think that's something that's like so special too, is the fact that we get to all work together and we get to hype each other up, and we get to go find those people who want this just as much as ourselves. I think it comes down to like, don't be selfish. Like I think we can go get super stuck in like what we want. It's almost like you get angry at your business because it's like you're not finding the people that want it like you do, and it's holding you back. But really, you're being really selfish because instead you're not going out and finding people who want it just as much as yourself. So don't get stuck on people. That's literally what it comes down to. And go find those people that you're just like, I want to help you. Like I want this for you just as bad as I want it for myself. And we all have those people in our Sorry, doghouse girl. But yeah, I think it just comes down to like knowing. Like I think I'm just like naturally a person, like I like to help people. So it's like that just kind of comes naturally to me. Like I want that. But if you're not, then just like, I think it's just like realizing that this is so much bigger than just you and I. Like it's literally like a group of people that you get to watch their life change within it. And when you just, like we said, you know, when you just make it about other people, like it's just going to all start to come together for you too. And it's just going to be, it just makes it so much more like, it's crazy. Like when I went presidential, I had like 2 legs that I was just trying to do it myself. And then like, it's just like, I kept trying to make and like force these people that were not willing to do it for themselves. And they just were not catching on to the vision. And I just felt like I was just like getting so mad at my leaders. And I was like being that angry leader. And then it's like, after I just stopped focusing on like myself and like actually going out and finding people who truly just like do want it for themselves, you guys, it just changes everything. So yeah, you just have to go out and find those people and don't get stuck on them. It was actually when I was going triple on my 2.0, I had a friend, she's like one of my best friends. She joined the business and I was like, she's going to be my diamond. Like I was so stuck on her is to be my diamond. So I kept building her. And she wasn't reciprocating anything in return. She wasn't helping. She wasn't doing anything. And then literally she ended up quitting because she had some life happen. And that was literally a blessing in disguise. I was so mad because I had helped her so much. I was so focused on her. And then literally like Blythe came in. I don't know if y'all know Blythe Whittier, but she's like amazing. She came into my life and she just took off, and she needed this business so much, you guys. And it's so crazy how like, when you just find those people that truly want it for themselves and you don't get stuck on people that just don't see it for themselves, how it's just going to like transform your business. So
I love that. Yes. Okay. So what is your biggest tip? Okay. And we asked Jade this last night too, but like, obviously y'all give different answers. Because everybody in here, like, obviously, like we're here for a reason. Like you said, we're showing up, like we're doing the things. So, and we're doing a 90-day push. We started it like 3 days ago now. And so everybody, I just like, Ruby is not like, it's not a goal. Like Ruby in 90 days is not like, you need to go bigger than that. And so like everybody here will be diamond in the next or above in the next 90 days. So what is your biggest tip for, reaching that goal, or like, just staying like committed to that goal? Because you're going to have life happen in the next 90 days. Like, because the devil sees you trying to level up. Yeah. So he's going to try to bring you down. So like, what is your biggest tip on reaching this goal?
Yeah. I mean, this sounds so just like silly, but like, it's just deciding. And that sounds so simple, but that's literally what it comes down to, is like, you have to decide. Like it's almost like scary for me to even put out like a goal of what I'm going to do to the world, because I know if I put it out there, like I am for, like, it will happen, because like I am deciding, like if I'm actually putting it out there, like you're going to see it happen, because I'm so dedicated to that. So be so dedicated to what you're going to do and what you're going to, like, what you're willing to make happen, and make sacrifices. And that's what it comes down to. When I went ambassador my first time, I lived with, there was 5 of us, 5 girls, and it was spring break. Literally my entire house left, you guys. I stayed home from spring break, which is not easy when you live with a house of girls, and they're like, oh yeah, like spring break, like let's go. And I'm like, I'm going to stay back because I'm going to go ambassador. Like, they don't understand that, but I was willing to like make that sacrifice, which when you're in college, like that's a big deal, and stay back and make that happen, because I knew that it was going to be worth it in the long run. So figure out, is it worth it to you? And what's getting in the way of you doing that? If it hasn't happened yet, and you've already been saying it's going to happen, what's been in the way of it? Get it the heck out of the way and decide and push through. Like, make the sacrifices, stay up late, decide, get your charts out, update it daily. Like, that's just truly what it comes down to. And I think there's like 75 days left in the year, you guys. Like, that is so crazy. Like, think back to, like, look back at your dream board of this year and look at what you've accomplished. And if you haven't accomplished yet, like, reevaluate what you're freaking doing and then get to work. Like, stop letting things get in the way. Stop letting excuses stop you from doing things. Get over yourself and just decide and do the things. Like, we all know what to be doing. You just have to do it. Like, it just comes down to doing it. And yes, life's going to get in the way, especially when you're going for a promotion. It happens every single time. It's literally like God being like, all right, like, how bad do you want it? Like, are you going to let this stop you? Or are you going to go freaking push through and do the thing? And then when you do the thing, it makes it that much more exciting and worth it, because you know what the heck you had to do to get through it. And so it sounds so simple, but you guys have to decide and just commit to yourself, because you deserve that. Your family deserves that. You know, this is why you're doing this. So like, stop. And I feel like every single time we make those goals and then they don't happen, it's like we let ourselves down. And it's like you almost just get in the routine of that. You're like, oh, it's no big deal. Like, if it doesn't happen again, it just doesn't happen. No, like, freaking make it happen. Like, you don't want it bad enough if that's the case. Like, I will do whatever I have to do to make it happen if I want it bad enough. So figure out what that is and where you're going. Hold each other accountable. Get in a group chat, whatever you got to do. Like, hype each other up, cheer each other on. Like, just do it. Like, that's just as simple as I think it comes down to. And staying, like, removing anyone that is like getting in the way of that. Like, seriously, you guys, remove toxic people. Like, if there's someone that is like bringing you down, or you're comparing yourself, whatever you have to do during this 90-day push, move them out of the way. Like, I will not look at other people's Instagram profiles unless they inspire me. Like, I will look at you all, like my team. If there's someone else that I catch myself comparing myself to, or whatever it might be, like, I do not look at their stuff. Like, I don't type their name in the search bar. I don't care what they're doing. Like, stay focused on the people that you want to stay focused on, and make sure that, like, what you're doing is actually like being, like, it's actually helping you grow in your business, and it's not like countless like scrolling. And Erin tweeted, if y'all were on the Zoom the other night, she's like, reevaluate what you're doing, what time, like how much time you're putting into everything you're doing.
Write down what you're doing.
Yes, literally. It's so smart, because it's like, how much time are you actually putting into messaging? How much time are you actually doing things that are going to, like, income producing activities? So, like, literally do that for an entire week and see where your time's going. And I think that's going to help you so much. But yeah, decide and just freaking do the thing. Like, 75 days, you guys, that's insane. And like, by conference, I was thinking about this, like, by conference, where do you want to be? Because I know every single year at conference, everyone's like, next year I'm going to be in VIP. And I'm like, then do it. Like, don't just say it. Like, go freaking do it. Like, stop saying things if it's not true. And so be true to yourself, hold yourself accountable, hold each other accountable, and realize that there's 75 days left, and you have literally anything can happen in 75 days.
Yes, I love that. And we we have like this momentum right now, and it's like, momentum is like, it, like, we had it, like months ago, but we lost it. And then obviously it took time to like get it back, and it's like, it's here. And I was like, it's literally at the most perfect time. Like, we've got this momentum. We're having our retreat. Like, and it's like, we're all on the bus. Like, we're all here. And like, this is like our 90-day push bus. And like, you know, obviously some others, but they just like live far away. But like, we're here. And like, we're deciding to like show up and do all of the things. And I said this today at the retreat, or at the event. And it's like, we all have the same tools. Like, you have a toolbox, and like, I joined and you were like, here's what I use. Like, here are my tools. Right. And it was up to me to be like, okay, well, this is the tool that Cortney's using to do this. So like, should I use this tool? And if I'm going to use this tool, then I need to use it in the way that she did it. And like, I tell everybody, like, we have the same toolbox and we have all the same tools, but like, you have to make sure that you're using the right tool in the right way. And if you're doing that and you've decided, and like, I think Shay said something, it might've been Shay, but like, if you're showing up to your business daily and you're doing all of the things, you're going to get enrollments. You're going to see growth. Like, and it's just, you know, trusting the timing and the process and just deciding that it's happening, you know, and it's, I like I said,
I love that toolbox. Like, that's such a good way to like put it. It comes down to that.
Yeah.
And it's so much of our thoughts, you guys. So like, this is crazy, but like a few months ago, I literally just started writing down. It's not crazy because like I preach this, do this, but like I literally will like write down things that I want. And something big had happened, and I was like taking my notebooks, Brandon. I was like, I wrote this down like on this date, because I had like the date of like when I wrote it. I was like, and it happened, like, and it was just so much more exciting because I literally like spoke it into existence and like put it out there. So put it out there, and that's so scary. Like, take it so serious when you put things out there. Like, that's, I think if you just like, it is scary when you put things out there, because it's like people are like watching you, and like it's holding yourself more accountable. Like, do it and like talk about it. Like, write it down. Pray about it. Like, if you're married, talk to your spouse about it. Like, talk to your family about the things that like where you guys want to go and like where you see yourself in the future. And that'll like really help you like get more excited. I think is just talking about it and like actually putting it out there that it can happen. And I just always think like this, it's just like, why not you? Like, we all join this business, you guys. And it's like, why should one person be at the top and being successful and get all these things that you see them doing, and you want that for yourself, but like, it's truly just a matter of you either going for it and doing it yourself, or just being like, I don't deserve that. And so if that's like the belief in your mind, figure out what you got to do to get that out, you guys, because every single one of us can see success. Every single one of us can have all the things that we want in this. You just truly have to, it just comes down to just like truly believing in that every single day and showing the heck up and getting over yourself. And if you ever need advice on any of that, like, come talk to me, because sometimes I will literally just call myself out. Like, I will be like, what have I been doing? I haven't been doing this. Like, I will be so straightforward with myself rather than trying to like make myself feel better for like all the things that I haven't been doing. I'm real with myself. I'm like, well, I haven't been doing this mainly because I've been freaking lazy. Like, you know, make sure it's actually like valid, like reasons. Cause like we all have the same time in the day. Like, go do the things, you know, and that's what it comes down to, is if you're actually willing to do it, or if you're just gonna make excuses on why it's not gonna happen for you.
All right. Well, I know y'all are going to a movie, so thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome. I was so excited, y'all. Like, I was just like watching those videos today. I was like, Brandon, this is so crazy. It just like makes me so emotional seeing you all up there and talking. It's awesome. So I hope y'all are having the best time ever. Do y'all leave tomorrow?
Yeah.
You? Yeah. Okay. Are y'all in Dallas?
No, we're staying. They're all at my house.
Oh, you're at your house. Oh, cool. Okay. How far are you from Dallas? You're not that far.
Like less than an hour-ish, 45 minutes.
You're not very far at all. All right, y'all. 75 days left. Just let that like soak in. So
I feel like I'm gonna go like make a calendar that's like counting down the days and be like, cross this day off. Okay, cross this day off, and like see where we're.
I'm excited to get y'all's 90-day push does for y'all.
Decide.
Let's freaking do it. Like, at conference, I can't wait to see every single one of y'all. Dogs. Can't wait to see every single one of y'all and just see like what's happened from like now until that time. You know, like that's just, it's literally like in that amount of time, which is not long at all, so much can happen. So I'm just excited to see what even comes together. But just decide, let's do the freaking thing.
Alrighty, thank you.
Y'all have a good night.
See you later.
Bye.